the Greater Cincinnati Foundation had decided that the community councils, many of them were not as effective as they should be and wanted to be, because there wasn't enough economic firepower behind them, and we thought this would be a way to give them a little extra power to exist and prosper, because they could get these donated office equipment and so forth for 10 cents on the dollar. And it was an unbelievable concept. And that's how the whole thing got started. And the Greater Cincinnati Foundation was extremely instrumental in not only starting it, but in the early years, keeping it underway. So then we carried the ball, and I was fortunate enough to ask Lou George to please give me a young go-getter that would serve on this board and be energetic and passionate about it. And he found just the right person. And he's sitting right next to me, Frank Leggio.
So the interesting thing about that was that we always said that, we're going to offer this to the nonprofits. But what we found was just as important was to the business community was that we help them essentially eliminate storage, handling, and disposal fees for stuff that they were going to get rid of. Plus they got a tax deduction. So it was kind of an easy sell to go and say, if you're going to go remodel, we will take the entire thing off your hands. You don't have to call 15 different agencies, right? We were that conduit that we made it happen for those 15 agencies. So it was kind of a win-win. Business community got this nice synergistic type thing, and the nonprofits got to stretch their dollars to, spend the money on their intended purpose.
The collaboration with the Cincinnati Reds Community Fund and Procter & Gamble and ReSource has transformed this center and has given the kids such a wonderful, colorful place to spend their time and to engage in positive activities with adults and with other kids.
The kids just come in super excited, and they're ready to just lounge in the chairs, and even with all the adults that come in as well, being able to have comfortable chairs.
You have a lot of things at a great price that we can afford to purchase for the increasing amount of clients that we're serving these days. We just housed a woman who has 2 children, and the September 22nd inventory sheet that came out had bunk beds. So, Big Lots donating bunk beds to your center helped us a great deal to get her moved in, get her reunited with her children, and them having a space of their own.
If you kind of took a look at Loft DNA, involvement in the community is part of what the Loft DNA is about. And what ReSource has done is really given us the opportunity to fulfill our mission as an organization, to be involved in the community. And when I think about what ReSource does, as it helps so many nonprofits in the community, that just seems like a great extension of what we're trying to do.
The value of ReSource to Magnified Giving is actually a huge ripple effect, because Magnified Giving serves hundreds of nonprofits in town by the children, the students in our community, going and volunteering and doing work there. I think it's a huge value. I'm also an environmentalist, so for 30 years plus I've been involved in some type of recycling, and I think this is the ultimate recycling. It benefits everybody. It's a win-win for everybody.
So it's helping TriHealth be good stewards of our environment. It's helping us reach our sustainability goals with waste diversion. Last year we donated about 10 tons of material that we were able to divert from the landfill, and a large part of that is material that goes to ReSource. It's of course saving costs on material that would end up in the landfill, but most importantly I think it's that being able to work with a community partner and know that our material is going to good use in the community, and it's that benefit that we can help provide through material that we wouldn't be using.
I think the fact that we've had probably 1,500 to 2,000 nonprofits that have used ReSource speaks to its impact. And then obviously we've trained 1,500 to 2,000 people in our training programs. I mean, that's a pretty far reach.
A phenomenal success story for our community, and it continues to be more and more impactful. We have a tremendous legacy in our community of corporate philanthropy. And this is just another way which has been carved out for the business world, the corporate community, to continue that philanthropy in a very unique way, which is not well known or well copied anywhere else.
As I think about ReSource in the future, a couple things come to mind. First of all, 30 years is a long time, but I'd love to be sitting here in another 30 years and have seen the organization grow and prosper the way it has in the first 30 years. So I think under the leadership of Christy and Martha and the team, we're certainly well positioned to do that.